Why Indonesia is moving their capital city. Hello and welcome back to Curiosity Lounge. Before we start, hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Indonesian President Joko Widodo has announced that the country's capital will move from Jakarta on Java to East Kalimantan on Borneo. The government has been conducting in-depth investigations over the past 3 years, and as a result of these investigations, the new capital is part of the North Penajam Pasir Region and Kutai, Widodo said in a press conference in Jakarta on Monday. It'll be part of the plan, which has been proposed for decades by various Indonesian presidents, but in the end it looks like the move is actually happening. Mr. Widodo said the government would draft a bill for consideration by the House of Representatives. Construction could begin next year if approved. The move will move the government's administrative functions more than 1,000 kilometers away from Jakarta, moved to the unconstructed city of Kalimantan. Kalimantan is part of Indonesia on the island of Borneo and shares with Malaysia and Brunei, although Jakarta remains the country's commercial and financial center. It is estimated that the majority of nearly 10 million residents will remain in Jakarta. Mr. Widodo said the relocation of the capital will cost 466 trillion rupiah, 19% of which will be funded by the state. He said he would provide and rest would be funded by public-private partnerships and private investment. The price tag includes new government offices and homes for about 1.5 million civil servants. If Parliament approves the bill, construction on the new capital would begin next year on a plot of 40,000 hectares. The government expects to start moving some of its bureaucrats by around 2024. Widodo says that the relocation is about addressing inequality and relieving some of the burden on Jakarta on the island of Java. Java is home to 60% of the country's population and more than half of its economic activity. Kalimantan is almost 4 times bigger, but accounts for less than a tenth of the gross domestic production. Kalimantan is also much more central in Indonesia's archipelago of 17,000 islands. The location is very strategic. It's in the center of Indonesia and close to urban areas, the president said in a televised speech. The burden Jakarta is holding right now is too heavy as the center of governance, business, finance, trade, and services. Jakarta is likewise suffering below a large environmental burden. Air best with inside the metropolis has plunged over the previous couple of months, recording worse situations in June than notoriously polluted towns consisting of Delhi and Beijing, prompting a collection of activists and environmentalists to sue the authorities to take action. Indonesia's capital is also sinking. Areas of North Jakarta, including the seawall designed to protect them, are falling at an estimated 25 centimeters a year due to subsidence. The city does not pipe in enough drinkable water, so Jakartans rely largely on wells, which extract water from shallow aquifers, leading to the land above it collapsing. The problem has been exacerbated by the explosion of new apartment blocks, shopping malls, and even government offices, and increases in the risk of a catastrophic flooding. Kalimantan is home to major mining activities as well as rainforests, and is one of the few places where orangutans live in their natural habitat. The government says that the new city would be built on state land near the existing urban centers of Balikpapan and Samarinda and has promised the environmental impact will be positive. We will not disturb any existing protected forest. Instead, we will rehabilitate it. The planning minister Bambang Brojonegoro was reported as saying in the South China Morning Post. But there are fears that the plan and the increased number of people living on the island will have serious environmental impacts, including for the rainforest habitat. Environmentalists have said the relocation needs to be carefully handled, or it will result in leaving one ecologically damaged area only to create another. A bit, but not unheard of. In 2005, Naypyidaw replaced Yangon as the capital of Myanmar. Like the proposed capital of Indonesia, Naypyidaw was a planned city, as Canberra was when it became Australia's capital in 1911. Brasilia, another planned city, replaced Rio de Janeiro as capital of Brazil in 1960, moving the capital to a more central location in the country. That's all for today. I hope you liked the video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so that you never miss any amazing video from us.